Constructed in 1818 for Naval War hero Stephen Decatur and his spouse, the Decatur home is one of the oldest homes in Washington, D.C. Today it is used as a museum, showcasing African American history. But that's just to distract from this home's true grim nature. Visitors to the museum will often complain, both during and after their visit, of really bad stomach pain. Some of them will experience abdominal cramps so bad that it sends jolts to their entire body. They'll bend over, grab the nearest piece of furniture just so they don't collapse. Others will run to the restroom just so they can vomit. And others, days later, will report internal bleeding. They'll ask themselves, have I been poisoned? What is this, virus? They'll ask their doctors, to which no medical explanation can be provided. However, there is a paranormal explanation, and that is the ghostly influence that Stephen Decatur has over this home. You see, Stephen Decatur died in this home after suffering 2 agonizing days of pure abdominal pain. The abdominal pain was from a gunshot wound he received in a duel with another commander in the Navy, James Barron. You see, James Barron challenged Stephen Decatur to a duel, to which Stephen Decatur accepted. But why would 2 naval leaders engage in such a deadly duel? Well, the answer is simple. Years earlier, in 1807, James Barron was the commander of the USS Chesapeake. It was here that he was attacked by the HMS Leopard, a British warship. During this attack, Barron offered almost no resistance and surrendered immediately. The British then took 4 men, 4 sailors. 3 of them were sentenced to brutal punishment. 1 of them was hung. Now, this was a huge embarrassment for the young United States. As a result, they stripped Barron of all of his leadership and sentences to a court-martial. Now, on the board of his court-martial was our hero, Stephen Decatur. Now, Barron swore vengeance against Decatur, and he let all of these negative feelings fester. And in 1820, he tracked Barron down and challenged him to a duel. It was there at this duel that Stephen Decatur was wounded in the abdomen. He was rushed home. Doctors frantically operated on him, sewing him up 3 times, soaking every sheet in the house full of blood. Stephen Decatur even yelled, "I did not know a man could suffer such pain." Decatur later succumbed to his wounds and passed. His wife was hysterical. She could not be comforted. She was later sedated, and she was never the same. She later moved. Now, what happened next? Well, Stephen Decatur, almost immediately, his ghostly apparition appeared. And that apparition stared through the window, gazed upon the street every single day, almost as if he was expecting the duel to begin again. In fact, the apparition appeared so much and so often that window had to be boarded up. But that's not all. Passerbys have often seen him exiting his house through the back door, pistols in hand, ready, waiting. Nobody knows why this happens, and nobody knows why Decatur does what he does. Perhaps it's that he must relive this over and over every day. Or perhaps it's so he can prevail, rest, and finally depart. However, we can only hope that Stephen Decatur is no longer suffering from the intense agony that he experienced on the day that he passed.